Let's go all defensive teams.
All defensive, because I think there's a lot of candidates here that we can fight about.
This is what I want to say. I had no idea. Draymond makes my thing if Dylan Brooks is a guard and not a forward.
He is, yeah, he's technically a guard. Well, I think he has
matter of
dual
fact,
citizenship.
I lied. Well, no, yeah.
He has dual citizenship.
He has dual citizenship.
Oh, he does?
I just made that up. But he is listed as a guard.
He's not on my shit because he's not a forward. So I guess he wouldn't matter because I thought of him as a
You
forward.
can make revisions on the fly.
I'm cool. I like
Get
my
a middle
list. I
finger
don't
to
want.
Dylan
I want to
Brooks.
have my shit. I don't want Draymond on my shit because y'all got him. So I'm sticking to my guns.
Okay.
My first team is Drew Holiday.
Wait, can we go like consensus? Yes or no?
All right, consensus.
Is
Drew Holiday
on the first team?
Drew
for
Holiday is
everybody
on my
else?
first team.
Okay, great.
Alex Caruso.
Yes, let's go.
Fucking A, man.
I might
Alex
just tell
Caruso is
motherfucker
on my
Alex
second
up there.
team.
Second team.
Who is on your first team? Don't say Marcus Smart.
OG Anunoby.
I respect it.
He can
I don't.
play guard.
I don't.
Yeah, he's guard. He's a guard.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know he could play
Yeah,
I didn't know
guard.
either.
Hey, I went into like
Okay.
the percentages. He was
Hey,
guard.
I was on this. I had Dylan Brooks as a guard. I'm replacing that motherfucker for
OG?
OG. I didn't know OG could play guard.
And then these three should be consensus. man.
I just want to say, I thought I was going to have to come onto this podcast and fight for Alex Caruso. I'm happy that he made it.
Oh no,
No,
I got my boy.
Caruso, come on now.
I got
I know I had to fight
I
with
got
you.
a pool of players and how valuable they are defensively, and
Did you have him, no, Darrick, on your second team?
Yeah,
Okay.
he made it,
um,
technically.
Dang, on a technicality.
Well, why would she make it?
I
Caruso on a better defense. He's valuable to that defense.
Top three in deflections.
OG
You just like OG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you've been advocating to trade for OG for a year and a half now.
He's gonna be super disappointed when he trade for him because ain't shit gonna really change. Evan Mobley is on my first team.
I have Evan Mobley as well.
Not a consensus, but he's
got
on the
Draymond.
team.
He's on my second team.
Okay.
I have Evan Mobley. Then I have Jaren Jackson Brook, which should be consensus.
That's consensus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second team.
Okay.
Derrick White.
Derrick White, man. I ain't
I
know if he was
have-
gonna get
You don't
love
got
today.
Derrick White, do you?
I have Alex Caruso.
Yeah. Anytime I looked at any team, all defensive team, I just seen Derrick White, so I had to look into. I was like, yeah, I think he deserves it.
I think most people who go on reputation will have Marcus Smart over Derrick White this year. I think Derrick White is killing Marcus Smart this season defensively.
The numbers agree.
So I
As far
also
as
have Derrick
valuable
White.
to the Celtics
Mhm.
and just in general. This second one won't be consensus. I ran out of guards because
Oof.
y'all are talking about
Yeah.
guards. And this guy is on a team that has a 6th ranked defense, and they needed some type of love and credit. So I put Herb Jones.
Okay,
I don't
no,
hate it.
I don't
You
think.
can't- I
No, I'm
cannot
not
be
mad at Herb Jones either.
I put
he
Dylan Brooks as
made
my second
honorable
guard.
mentions.
Yeah, Evan Mobley. Herb Jones would have made my honorable mentions, but he did not make it. And I'm not mad. I don't feel like anybody got snubbed if Herb is there.
OG is next for me.
OG is my second guard.
Yeah.
So he did make the list, but as a guard for me. Do it.
Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels is
I
my
had
first
Jaden
one.
McDaniels.
He is how
First
Draymond
forward,
didn't
yeah.
make my team.
Okay.
Because the second team, it came down for me, and I know how valuable he is. Draymond is a more valuable defender as far as how I ranked it, and that's shit I took into consideration. But he's on a 19th, and they might be 18th now defense. And I wanted to give Jaden McDaniels some love because the Timberwolves are a top 10 defense. I know he does play with Rudy and Draymond and have Wiggins and things like that. But I wanted to show some love to the guys that are on teams that have highly ranked defenses. And who I
respect
think played a big part.
Can I read you this website that Timberwolves fans put together?
Yeah, is that for you could vote for him?
Vote Jaden
Yeah.
McDaniels for all defensive first team. Now, he didn't make the first team, but here it is. They got quotes from different players. Jamal Murray said, "Bro, you got to stop blocking my jumpers." He said that to Jaden McDaniels.
That's one of my favorite traits of Jaden McDaniels. He will block it.
That sounds like some shit that
This
happened.
this is all real, though. It sounds made up. Paul George said one of the guys
in the TV show.
that are ultra talented, that isn't probably on everybody's radar, is Jaden McDaniels in Minnesota. Chima I never know how to pronounce her name.
Chima Okeke?
No. China. Umake. She does like TV.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jaden McDaniels is Mr. Lockdown. Then they said, who had a bad night? And then it's their stats normally. And then their stats against Jaden McDaniels. LeBron James on this season, per 100 matchups, averages 32.1 points per game. Against McDaniels, it was 19.4. Jason Tatum, normally 35.3. Against McDaniels, it's 23.7. Luka, 43.1. Against Jaden McDaniels, it's 23.5. Lillard, Halliburton, Kawhi, Paul George, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. All of these dudes had ultra terrible games when being guarded.
His goal
by
is to lock
McDaniels.
up the other team's best player.
Yep.
And when that's your defender's like motto or like that's his mindset, you're already starting off at a good spot.
The last thing they got is why you should vote for McDaniels. He leads all wing players in block percentage. Matchup difficulty, 99th percentile compared to other defenders. Jalen spent the most time guarding the opposing player's stars. Opposing players shoot 7% worse than expected at the rim when Jaden McDaniels is the closest defender. That's 7th in all of basketball, and that's normally a stat that's dominated by the centers of the league.
And 2K ain't
There
had
he
this
is.
boy with a badge.
Not a badge.
Now we don't got off-ball pets.
They're shooting only 47% in isolations when Jaden McDaniels is the primary defender. That's well below the league average against anybody else. The Wolves defense is 5 points better when McDaniels is on the floor. And then the last stat they have here is Jaden has the second most career blocks of any player in his draft class. That's kind of cherry picked. But he's the only player in his draft class with 150 blocks and steals. And then they got a highlight package of him guarding LeBron and so on and so forth. So
And he got that like. Remember, listen to what I'm saying. He got that KD kind of type of feel too, where he's labeled at 6'9", but he looked like he's 6'10", 6'11" on the court.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy he's making at least some of our teams. Here.
My center, I feel bad because I can't give this other dude the nod. My center is Anthony Davis, but Nicholas Claxton deserves some love. So I hope some of y'all got Nicholas Claxton.
I respect it.
I put Draymond Green here.
As a center?
I'm pretty sure he can go with center this
He
year.
can.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he could. And
I'm still giving my shit to Anthony Davis.
if you would have reminded me of that, I probably would have the center, and that would allow me to get another wing in there. I wouldn't Bam Adebayo as my center. The Miami Heat still a great defense, and he is in the upper.
What's your definition of great?
They're still a really good defense with
Okay.
Bam is on the floor. How about that
Okay.
one? They're a really good defense with Bam is on the floor. And I still think that his switchability and stuff is one of the most valuable things in all of basketball. But I don't hate Anthony Davis because it was between him and AD, and I went with Bam.
For me, it was literally Draymond or AD, and I went with Green.
Why?
Why?
It really wasn't a true. My gut just told me to go with Green.
Okay.
There was no reason.
Mhm.
I think they both have legit
You
arguments.
going with your gut? You got a lot to trust
Yeah.
over there.
I went
I do.
I'm just fucking with you.
Jaden, Dre, and Anthony Davis, but Nicholas Claxton, I wanted to put him
Me
there
too.
so bad.
Yeah.
I think he was right behind. Who was it? I think he was second in total blocks just throughout the season, and his versatility was. I think it was just amazing, and I think a lot
Blame
of people kinda
Kyrie and KD.
got put on this
No,
year.
if they would have stayed, he would be here. But
Because they would be a significantly better team.
not even just that, but right after the trade, his minutes went down a little bit because he was significantly less valuable on offense without KD and
Yeah.
Kyrie. So he started to lose minutes. I mean, it's back up right now, but he did lose a little bit of minutes right after the trade and stuff. They was trying to figure some things out. So